And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on, baby. Name is Law Nation. Come on. Mama said there will be days just like this. Life like this, I wish.
What more do you want from me?
Raindrops would fall. Come on, baby. Yo. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? From my studios to yours, bringing you nothing. And I mean just that, nothing but the best. Stand tall or not at all, baby. Come on. Size matter. If you think I'm lying, ask the ladies, baby. Come on. 5, 4. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Come on. Where my beans and bologna at, baby? Yeah. Where my beans and bologna? What we got, baby? I got bologna. Come on, baby. Come on with it. Let's get it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes. 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 It's all not official until it's official. So yeah, we did hear the Pat No C Walker stating that it's not official. Now, when there's smoke, there's fire, right? And damn it, if they can run off with headlines of saying, we offered CeeDee Lamb $33 million and y'all can take that and run. Well, damn it, we can talk about this. What's the difference? What's the difference? Because who says that it's really $33 million that CeeDee Lamb really got offered? That wasn't official, right? So we can't take and pick and choose on which end of the bargain do we want to do, right? One's official, one not official. This is official, that's not official. So at some point, none of this stuff is official. Come on with it, baby. Shout out to you, Rev. Appreciate you for your support of the $4, man. I appreciate you. So it is what it is. But when you look at Linval, Joseph, and them, I would say this, though. Size matter, and he did that first dude wrong. He didn't have to do him like that. Number 47, he didn't have to do him like that at all. What we're looking for is the ability to get things going. What we counting on is not us being folded up like a pretzel and not able to run, right? And on top of that, when you look at Joseph, yes, it's a long tooth. It's a long tooth. And yeah, my guy David says age matters too. You know, this 5 years ago would have been a great thing. This maybe 7 years ago would have been a great thing because this brother was drafted in 2010. That was a long tooth. Don't give him a corn or don't give him an apple because that tooth coming up out of there. But I would tell you what I'm looking for is minimum reps. Let me repeat. What I'm looking for is minimum reps. I'm not looking for him to do 40 reps. I'm not looking for him to do, let's say, 30 reps. I'm not even looking for him to give me 25. I'm looking for Joseph and them to give me anywhere between 10 and 12 reps. That's crazy, huh? We making all of this fuss over 10 and 12 reps. That's what I'm looking for him to do. Yeah. See how he folded up Zeke then? Yeah, I'm looking for him to do 10 to maybe 12 reps out of this thing. And I'm not looking for anything else, ladies and gentlemen. A rotational pickup would you prefer, dare I say, to pick up the phone and say, Carl, not Lewis, but Davis, we're going to bring you back, for a ham sandwich and some French fries? No. Would you prefer to bring back Antoine Barbecue Woods? Come on, man. Yeah. Al said that's one drive. Yeah, give me one drive. That's all we asking Joseph to do. Slide him in on one drive. He for damn sure ain't going to be on no passing downs, right? Yeah, we just looking for him to bring and pour upon the knowledge, the wisdom. I always say this, write this down. A new broom can sweep the floor good, right? But that old broom can get those corners, and every tub must sit on his own bottom. And what my guy Zim is trying to do is he trying to replicate. Sometimes you can say something to someone and it will go upon deaf ears. But when you say it to someone that's tangible, that played in the system, that already know how the system works.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes. I hate mistakes.
Yeah. So if somebody got the answers to the test, you can use those things, man. Come on. That's all I'm looking for, someone with the cheat codes, with the answers to the test, and they can say, hey, Mozzie, you shooting your hands too much on the outside. Hey, Mozzie, you got to tuck those elbows in. Hey, Rogers. Hey, Denzel Daxon. I need for you to be here. I need for you to do this because we did our 53-man roster, and I need these youth, because what happened here, ladies and gentlemen, what happened here is so many times we would see somebody and say, hey, they got enough talent. Hey, this is good enough. We should win the Super Bowl. Hey, this guy in his second year, hey, he should be able to do this. Oh, we don't need, look, this is the craziest idiotic thing that we've been doing in a long time. Hey, man, we don't need Amari Cooper, man. We got CeeDee Lamb now. CeeDee was still learning. That was on the offensive side, right? We depend so much on the youth, and we've been one of the youngest teams in the National Football League, right, that can't get over the hump. And I'm not saying that this pick right here, somebody who went to school with Charles Haley, is going to get us over the hump. I'm not saying that, right? What I'm saying is his wisdom and understanding of the game will help, right? And fat boys, that's what we need. Law, we ready now. My God, manifestation is what we do. Action power. Come on with it, baby. Hey, come on with it, man. So, yeah. So the news should be, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Yes, Leon, it's a long tooth. Like I said, don't give him an apple. Don't give him nothing hard, that tooth coming up out of that mouth. But what we need for him to do is be able to spit upon the youth and stop the run. Let me repeat. We need someone to stop the run. And at least, you got a guy, a brother, that's familiar with the system, that's 335 pounds, 6'4.5", that they can fit right inside. They can play one tech. You're not trying to put him at 3 tech like you're going to do Jordan Phillips, right? You're not going to put him at the 5 or what have you, blitz him off the edge. You just want to be able to get him inside, squeeze down inside, and size matter. Put size matter in the chat. And if you think I'm lying, ask the ladies. Size matter. Girth matter. So it's going to be harder for you to run through A gap. It's going to be harder for you to run and squeeze through B gap when you got size already there, And that's just what it is. There's no way that you can really think about it and say, yeah, let me order, let me see, Osa, and throw me a Carl Davis in there. No, big boys. Yeah. BM in the chat. Yeah. So when we got this now, we should be able to be better than what we were last season, right? And we had difficulties of guys getting thrown up outside, and we didn't have no ability to stop the run. It was embarrassing. The most demoralizing thing that can happen to you in football is stopping the run. I told people this before last year when we was going through these games. One of the worst things that can happen to you on the basketball court is somebody slamming it on you, man. Somebody slam dunking on you, man. Shoot the three on me, man. Don't come over here and yam it on me, man. Don't windmill dunk it on me, man. Don't Vince Carter me, you know. Don't Michael Jordan me, you know, or don't John Starks that one year. John Starks dunked. John Starks. He came off the sideline right there and dunked it all over folks. Right. Yeah. That. Would you rather be dunked on or having your shot blocked? I don't know. Both of them things are demoralizing, right? Would you rather for somebody to catch a 50-yard pass on you or somebody to run 50 yards on you, then stiff arm you? Yeah. I want to shut all of that stuff down, man. And the Cowboys sitting back saying, you know,
get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
Yeah.
I hate mistakes.
Yeah. Sean says the linebackers now can roam free. You got the only enemy now is what most people are saying, the age aspect. We do have older players now, right? Carl Lawson, Lawrence D-Law, basically, Jordan Phillips, Linval Joseph, old boys, man, them old boys. Old boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? We old boys now, boy. We got the old English Cowboys now, you know. So, Diddy said size, man. But we old boys, man, and at least I love this tweet by my guy. He put out here, and let me see if I can. Yeah. J Tuck, man. J Tuck crazy as hell, man. He states that Dan Quinn watching Mike Zim getting the players he needed in Dallas, and he's watching through the window. You know, my thing is it's not time to celebrate yet because we still got an uphill battle. And one of the things that I said before the camp even kicked off, ladies and gentlemen, true story. I said this to Scanina too, is that we got to have these guys to be ready to tell us the truth. We got to have these guys to be ready to tell us the truth. When it's something that is not really working for us, we can't lie to Luke Kane. We've been down that road before, like old folks say, road. We've been down that road before, and we don't want to go back to saying, okay, yeah, Rodgers is him. Oh, yeah, we can win with Rodgers. We can win with orphans. We can win with Tristan Hill. I'm forever torn that we passed up on Warren Thornhill and we passed up on DK Metcalf for Tristan Hill, right? And Tristan Hill wasn't even a damn starter in college, but that's a whole nother storyline. It's time out for us to lie to Luke Kane and be like, yeah, we good. We can win with LVE, with the robot neck, you know, and we can win with a guy 205 pounds switching from safety to linebacker. We needed someone to say, hey, dog, this ain't gonna work. Can you at least take me back to the store? Every now and then, a trash can get a steak. Let me repeat. Every now and then, a trash can get a steak. So every now and then, my guy Big Game James, he was mad last night. He said he's tired of these toys. He's tired of these old toys. He wanted new toys. Well, at least this may not be a brand new toy, and this may not be a toy from, let's say, dare I say, a nice store. But at least we went back to the Dollar General store or back to Dollar Tree and said, hey, we're going to allow you to pick out some more toys, right? And that's what they did. They picked out a long in the tooth, a guy that was drafted in 2010, but he got the size, right? So, all right, Jet Lee 44 prayers, condolences out to you and your entire family. He says, my stepdad passed away, and I need prayer for a family. So put prayers together for Jet Lee. So also we are like a therapy session here, a therapy show. So put your prayers together for Jet Lee, because now, he may not accept this now, but, absent from the body, present with the Creator. And he's up there with Tom Landry and them. He's up there with Tom Landry. They down there playing pickup football and everything. He's with the greats. That's where he's at now, So that's what's it. So, yeah, old toys work better sometimes. You're right. Yeah. Prayers for Jet Li. So when we think about all of this, I'm going to play this highlight reel again, or pretty much just a reel. Watch what he do to 47, though. 37. Yeah. He didn't have to do 47 like that. He didn't have to do that, man, like that. And what you're looking for is someone that can be inside and clog up those lanes. I'm going to say this until I'm Cowboys blue in the face. Watch what he do to Zeke. And all of the Eagles fans, they can't get mad at it, because that year, I believe they went to the Super Bowl or something like that. Yeah. So it is what it is. You got to figure out ways to not put all of the pressure on your youth. There's one more signing that I believe that the Cowboys need to do on defense, that we'll be like, all right, cool. And that's for me, ladies and gentlemen. Look how he gobbled inside, For me to pause if necessary, by the way. Shoot out all of the haters. Yeah. But this is what we need to make one more move on the Cowboys. One more move on the Cowboys on defense. Because I'm seeing that Keelan Carson's is a little slow right there. Andre Booth, I'm not really sold all the way. I think we need to make one more move. Can I get one more move? And that one more move would be a DB, like a veteran DB. Like, I get it. We hyped about Keemon Hall and all of those boys, and to a degree, Bland bringing him back, and Diggs. I think he caught another interception today. But I just need one more move on defense, and I'll be straight. I don't know who it is, but just one more move. Like, what do y'all feel like, Because on the DB side, I get it. Our safeties, we filled right there, right? But I just need one more move. Yeah, I just need one more move, Give Izzy a shot at cornerback. They giving him a shot inside the nickel, But Keemon Hall been hogging it up, and J. Lou been killing it inside. So, size do matter, height matter too. So I guess length, you can put all of that in there. And we haven't seen Izzy use any of those things as far as his 6'3.5", 6'4" frame to be a difference maker outside of that one postseason game that he had against the great legendary Tom Brady, right? But, yeah, Keemon Hall, this is from my guy, Timothy Jenkins. And, of course, the phone lines will be operating today. I don't know what's going on with this right here. I think this was going on. Boom. Phone lines will be operating. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Just in case, you just grab your seats, ladies and gentlemen. And also, be sure to help a brother out with Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks and use promo code LAW, and they will match up to $100 on your first deposit. I got a message from Prize Picks saying, hey, man, Law, you killing it. But people need to also participate and play around in it. So I think that, one of the things that you guys can do is just play around with some of the numbers there and see what you can do and get from there. They do have the auto selections here. And let me just show you how that works before we dive into more Cowboys content. You just hit this button right here. It's easy, and it's automatic. And you play now, and you make your selections from there. And from there, you can scroll down. You can edit. You can do a whole bunch of things. I go with the flex pay. flex, and then that means if you get one of them, incorrect, you at least get some of it back. So it's more or less, and let's go with $100. Let me see if I can go with $100. It could be. Let me see. Yeah. See, easy like Sunday morning. I'm gonna share this right here. Then you guys can play around with Prize Picks. 657-390-7391 is your Prize Picks hotline for your mind. And we got a whole bunch of stuff that we got in the works. King states here, Yannick Ngakoue for pass rush downs, an upgrade combo, defensive tackle for Huggins, 1-tech/3 tech with juice. Yannick would be a guy, he would flat out be a guy that I can say, all right, cool. But how would that rotation work right now? I like what Marshawn Nealon is doing. Shout out to Marshawn and them. We got a chance to do his film assessment on the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, bear with me. We will have it uploaded there in a few. We do also have D-Law, who's in a contract year. Don't sleep on. A lot of people sleeping on D-Law. And I get it. He's not going to give you sacks, but he's going to stop the run. If you go back and watch that Green Bay Packers game, although he said, we tired, boss, we tired, he was a driving force of no one running on his side, though. Go back and watch the tape. In that Bills game, they didn't run 90s way. So if you look at Carl Lawson tape, he's damn near just as equal as D-Law on stopping the run. If you get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. And my only deal is with this, his enemy is health. He got the Sean Lee bug. So we just going to have to fix that out and work that out. But collectively speaking, let me just play this right quick because this is what he said the other day, and I want to be able to get that going for y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. Boom. And we're back. Hold on. And boom. Let's play this right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
You've made an impact in the NFL as a pass rusher, and joining this defense and this team, how much easier will it make it for you to do your job up front, knowing who you got behind you, DeRon Bland, Trayvon Diggs, ball hawks like that?
It's always, rush and coverage work together, but, first things first is to stop the run so you can have some fun. So I'm here to do that as well, if that's...
Hold on, pause it right here. This brother from another mother said, stop the run so you can have some fun. How that song go? I know Action Pal know, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. Come on, man. Y'all know that song? It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. So, hey, he's saying stop the run, right? So you can have some fun. Come on, man. So, yeah. Action said, yeah, facts, Law. Yeah. So let's rewind for your mind of what he said. Come on.
You've made an impact in the NFL as a pass rusher, and joining this defense and this team, how much easier will it make it for you to do your job up front, knowing who you got behind you, DeRon Bland, Trayvon Diggs, ball hawks like that?
It's always, rush and coverage work together, but, first things first is to stop the run so you can have some fun. So I'm here to do that as well, if that's what they're asking me. So, I'm trying to be the best player I could be, the best ability in all facets of the game. So I'm excited.
We don't never give up, baby. Oh. Yeah.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yeah. Y'all better watch out. Man. Fight. Come on, put fight in the chat, baby. Put fight. Hey, if anybody ain't gonna make it, I'm gonna try to make it for my guy Tut, man. That's Michael Irvin's son on that song right there. They be like, Law, man, shoot, how much of the split you getting, man? Hey, don't worry about it. Fight, y'all. I want to see y'all put fight all down in this chat, man. Come on, fight. 2 tons of fun. Hell yeah. Don't you know how much size we done got? How much girth we done got? Pause if necessary. We got some girth now, man. We busting up all of the interior stuff when you think about it collectively. Fight. I want to see number fight in there, man. Come on with it, baby. Ooh, y'all got me, boy. Y'all got me. Look. Gosh, man. Come on, let's turn it all the way up, man. Come on, let's turn it all the way up.
Like they did it.
You do it like they did it. Come on with it.
Stand in front of my boys.
My boys.
Like your dad, like any proud dad would want to.
Yeah. They say if you listen to it 21 times. Yeah. Let's get nasty with it.
Get up and don't ever give up.
Come on. Turn up, baby.
Get back
Hey.
on your 2 feet and get that done, don't contemplate it. Let's get that done, this video televised for who couldn't make it.
Come on with it.
Top of my chest up, chin up high like they can't break me.
Can't break me, baby.
Fight. They know just how we coming.
Y'all gonna grow to love this one right here.
Like time to fight. Game time is time to fight. We don't never give up.
We don't never give up, man.
We don't never give up.
Yeah.
We don't never give up.
Come on with it.
We don't never give up. We don't never give up. The fight started, baby.
Come on
get
with
back
it.
On your 2 feet and get
Hey.
that done, don't contemplate it. Let's get that done. This video televised for who couldn't make it.
I want to see fight all the way through here.
Chin up high like they can't break me.
Can't
Like
break
Sean
law,
is trying
baby.
to Fight. They know just how we coming. This Dallas boy, we tryna fight. Like Sean is time to fight. Game time is time to fight.
We don't never
give up.
Come on. We don't never give up.
We don't never give up. We don't never give up. We don't never give up.
I got from the 757. I know he don't never give up, man. Banks, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to your boy, Law Nation. Talk to me, man.
Law, what's going on, man?
Man, all is well. I
Hey.
can't complain, bro. What up?
Man, I just say, man, the Linval signing, man, for depth and got a fat boy up in there. I would like us to see. I know you say you like us to see. I like us to see maybe Yannick. Maybe I know that's not gonna happen.
Who? What you say? Who?
Yannick.
Oh, Yannick Ngakoue. Yeah. That
Yannick
name is a crazy name, man. But shout out to those names. I don't mean to infringe on anybody with their name, but go ahead, because I'll get a 4 or 5 page paragraph. Law, these are the original names of the original people. But go ahead, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I like to see something like that. I kind of like where we are at DB. I get what you're saying. I kind of like, but I do kind of like where we are there.
Mm-hmm.
I just say that as far as I know, Nealon there, but of course he's a rookie. There's gonna be some growing pains. But as far as rotation, I don't know how, much he will be willing to be rotational, or his asking price will be, what I'm saying, or what that is. Maybe that's why the Cowboys never, tried him out anything. I don't know what his price is, but kind of how Fowler and Dorrance was, even though we had Sam Williams and all. So, I kind of like to see that, or the other position is running back, man. I know Dalvin Cook's still out there.
Yeah.
For all the folks who's not satisfied with the current backfield, such as myself,
right?
I do like the pieces as long as they use right, man.
These features right here. Here's another thing, though. Remember this? We was talking about the fact that last season you had Joe Witt Jr. and Dan Quinn in the booth, right? And there have been some times whereas you don't get a feel when you call in plays in the booth when you are a defensive coordinator. There are verbiage that's been going on, there's frustration that's going on, and you're 1,000 miles up in the sky. So I believe that Zim, he get a good pulse, and he's like 2 tears in a bucket. We gonna blitz on this one. Even though it's not in the script, We're going to blitz on this one. We're going to get the morale back, and I'm going to be in control. It's kind of like a DJ. You ever seen a DJ? He controls the atmosphere of the club, and you got to be that as a defensive coordinator. And one of the weak spots on the Cowboys team last season was those things right there. You got to be in control as a defensive coordinator. You got to know how to stop that stuff you got to stop the bleeding before it bleed too much. And we bled out too much. Absolutely. We bled out too much. That Carolina, not the Carolina game, but it started with the Cardinals game. Playing hero ball, taking your opponent lightly, all of that stuff. This dude Zim don't play with that. He don't. Because he got mad. He get mad at damn practice when somebody make a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta, and I like that, man. I think, you know, a lot of us was beating on the table for DQ to come down and you know, be on the sideline.
Right.
You know,
right.
You remember the game when he had the coach when Mike was out. What was that? COVID. I think he had the coach.
Yeah.
He was head coach for a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and yeah, you know, he had the boys fired up on the sideline, you know, for that one game. But it's, you know.
Yeah, it's just a small thing.
I think it's been a new tone. Just a new tone, you know, especially with the, you know, other coaches that's been brought in. The D-line coach, Jeff, what's my man? Jeff, what's his name? The D-line coach.
Scanina. Scanina.
Yeah. Yeah. Just bringing in guys like that, man, I think will help also. But
he brought in. Look, to think that this team is the same, people got to be idiotic. You got Paul Gunter, you got Scanina, you got Greg Ellis, you got different guys. You might have some of the same pieces, but it's different altogether. Banks, appreciate you for calling in, though, fam.
All right, love.
No doubt. That's 757. Then we got Thunderbird from the 803. You're live, Thunder. What's good with you, man?
What's going on with you, Law, man?
Not much, man.
I call you in, big dog.
No, hey, man, it's all good, man. How you living, though?
Yeah, I just got this couple things to say.
Go ahead, break it off on us. Yeah.
I think our defense is going to look way better than people think.
Yeah.
Way better. I even talked to my daddy. He still don't have faith in defense. He's still like, he's an old school Dallas fan.
Yeah.
So he's still with the, we can do this. I'm like, that. Pop. I said, do you watch film like that, Pop? He's like, nah, not rested, Daddy. I watch film. I think our DB is gonna be better.
Hell yeah.
Defensive end is gonna be better. I think our whole defense with Mike Zim take control and as they have these boys ready, like you said in the previous one of your videos, top 3,
top
5.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be legit. Like, I think we're gonna be straight. It just maybe, like you said earlier, we probably need to add one more, another piece. But as of so far with our rookies and some of the veterans we bring in there, we're gonna be better. I appreciate. We finally get some veterans that have some experience to help these young
to help, man. That's what we needed, some help, man. You're right.
Help these boys grow, mature, get better. But as a whole, they ain't one gonna be long, Law. I think we'll be better. That's all I want to say, Law.
No doubt, man. Good call from you, fam, and keep holding it down and keep preaching that wisdom to your dad, man. You know, sometimes the youth can give the wisdom to the old, man. Come on with it. Appreciate you, Thunderbird. Yes, my guy, man. Yeah, Pool Boy. I don't know why I got Pool Boy on there, but I got Thunderbird / Pool Boy. But I got next, man, another guy that's going to be able to talk to us on another level and bring it home with this particular perspective. I got, man, put your hands together from the 803 again, Coach Marv. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. Talk to him.
What's going on, man? Your last caller from South Carolina, too, man. I wonder where he's from, man.
Man, y'all may be neighbors, man.
What part of South Carolina? What part of South Carolina he is?
Yeah.
Well, 803, you got to be close to him. He's probably in the metro in Columbia, South Carolina. So, but yeah, man. Law, man, two things I want to discuss with you real quick. Well, we discussed last time about the numbers.
Right.
The numbers just got a little deeper now. They got even more. Then I got even tougher now.
Right.
As another guy.
Right. It's literally
to figure out how we gonna keep these guys.
Right.
And now you're gonna add another guy. So
it literally sounded like they was listening to us. But keep going.
So but that makes you think now. And remember what I said about expiration date.
Right.
And I mean by expiration date is when you get a young guy, a late round pick, 4 years, this is how you look at it. First year, you say, okay, we're not looking for him to produce too much.
Right.
But if he can give us a little bit of something, fine, and we have to redshirt him, that's good. Second year, we're looking for him to give be a contributor to the unit and to the team.
Right.
Third year, we're looking to make sure we're looking for this guy to be a very big contributor to the team, maybe even be a starter. We need to get the best out of him now because coming into his fourth year, we want to know what we got to do. And on a usual team, if he's in that third year, we may be talking about extending him now before he gets into the fourth year because he's really coming to his own.
Facts.
If a player does not reach those goals and you get to the third year, and you're still looking to replace him with guys on another as their expiration date start a little earlier,
right?
You got to make a choice now. They're in their fourth year. We got to either we're going to trade them because we feel that they can't start with us.
Right.
They may get picked up we're going to let them go. We're not going to sign them as free agent. If they do get picked up, the value pick that we're going to get from them ain't going to maybe be a fifth or sixth round because we know they're playing potential. So now we can maybe trade them for a fifth round pick or a player that we really need right now, or we can add some depth, or a player that we can start the count back over, start the expiration date back over.
Man, Coach, you spitting right from the manual of Bill Parcells. That's why he says it takes 3 years. He literally said 3 years to grade a player, and by the fourth year, you should know everything about him. That's literally word for word what he said. Yeah,
that's Coach. And Bill Parcells, he just basically that's how some of it is. Everybody knows this. Anytime people try to change it, it always come back down to the same basic rules of how this football don't change.
It never changed.
So we go to this point when we add this other guy to the room. So who in the third year that they're gonna get rid of? So I'm looking at Golston. Maybe somebody want him, and I see the Cowboys maybe trying to shop his name around because hey, we got numbers crunch here.
Yeah.
Fehoko, he's definitely probably on the brink of we're gonna try to shop his name around to see if he can get out of here. Even though he is his second year, we may do that already with him. And I'm gonna give you another name that this is gonna shock the world. I don't think he do, but you might be shopping Mozzie.
Maybe shopping Mozzie.
If you now that's what smart teams would do. Smart teams do is say, hey, if we don't feel that this is not going, the upside is not going to go too far, even though he's a first round draft pick, that first round draft pick at that pick is usually what we call a second round draft pick.
Facts at that way.
Really, in a draft, I try to get people to understand. In a draft, there's really probably only 7 picks that people consensus say are really first round guys. Everybody else, after you get past 10 and farther down the road, if you look at their grade probably got a second round grade, a real grade, a second round or third round. There's only probably 10 guys that are consensus. We no doubt that this guy is a first round guy.
You know who's shopping their guy? And it's crazy that you said Mozzie, but I think he was a first round draft pick too. On the Raiders, they said they shopping him. He's an edge rusher. What's his name, y'all? In the chat, what's his name? Tyree. And you right on the money with it, you know.
Yeah,
so if you're gonna move
I'm
early.
not saying that I'm not saying I'm with it.
Let me find out. Let me find out his name right quick. Go ahead, keep talking, Coach. I'm looking up his name right now.
I'm not saying I'm with it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have to get a first back. If you can get somebody to give you a fourth, or you can get the pick back that you got that you gave up for the quarterback.
All right, I got his name. Appreciate the chat. Tyree Wilson. You remember him?
Right.
He's not a scheme fit for them, and not a principal guy that they like, unfortunately. And he was a first round pick. So it's common, Cowboy Nation.
And you got a new defensive line, a new defense. So this defense if he's not glaring off the screen for you got a guy to say, hey, I'm just bringing in guys to the stopgap. If we can get a pick, we can go back and revisit this defensive line thing again on next year. But if somebody was to give them a third-round pick that's in the top 100, you jump on that. You don't worry about the first-round thing because it was a late first-round thing. So I'm not saying that
you're not saying it. You just putting it out there. Yeah, it could be a thing.
Now, the other thing I want to talk about is this. All these people we talking about picking this, D-Law and Osa are going to be the dominant guys on this defensive line.
Come on with it, yeah.
These are the guys that are going to be your all-pro guys.
Yeah.
Because listen here, man. If we could talk about sacks with D-Law, but I want everybody to be honest with me. Tell me a game that D-Law don't make a play.
Shoot, tell me the game he had bad tape last season and the season before. Like show me the game with a bad tape.
Or interception or something that he does every game that he makes. He's a playmaker.
Yeah.
If you look at his stats, if Osa played more than 54% of the snaps, you're probably looking at a guy that may have 9-10 sacks. Probably at 54% of the snaps, he almost had 50 tackles.
Yeah.
So again, now what I'm worried about, Law, is the Dallas Cowboys Jerry Jones wee-woo and the Stephen Jones wee-woo. And I'm smelling the wee-woo a little bit. Now I'm smelling the wee-woo a little bit because Phillips got brought in there to play 3. He already told everybody he's going to play 3. Yeah. He already told he wants to play 3. So that's why they went and got another 1, because they didn't bring Phillips to play 1. They brought Phillips to play 3. Well, why would you bring Phillips to play 3? And Coach, and you said, Coach Marv talking about how great Osa is. Yeah. Well, Osa is on his what year in his contract?
Final year
contract.
Number
4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that means you got to sign him. Now, Osa is not one of those guys that's the expert, because you already knew Osa could play year 1 because he played very well. Year 2, he played better. Now, the wee-woo I'm saying is, do we really want to get Osa 70% of snaps? And now he really do what he say he's going to do. And now defensive tackles get paid 20. When you talking about defensive ends getting paid, the real people who get paid in the NFL is defensive tackles. They're the ones making the big bucks. If you look at
Chris Jones, Matabuke,
they making all the money.
Yeah.
It ain't the defensive end. There's a few defensive ends, but there's a multitude of defensive tackles making well over $20 million.
Man, the quickest line to the quarterback is the interior. Yeah.
Yeah, the we will come because you pay what you can get more out of.
Right.
If you get a guy that can be run and pass, you pay him more than a guy that just can rush the pass. Yeah,
this is what I have for on the screen for everybody that's watching. This is what I have for Jordan, his stat lines. He only played 367 snaps at One Tech, and he played 2,490 snaps at 3 Tech, B-Cap guy. So that's his career stat lines of snaps. So as big as he is, he's a big 3 Tech guy.
And he's not a real and run. If you look at him, his best aspect is rushing the passer. Yeah, run is his second best. Is that he's not as good as on the run as he is going to get the passer, and that's why. This is why he might be moved around in this league, because you have people to say, and you can get and this is probably playing through. He is a very big guy that's trying to get to the passer, and he does that okay.
Right. Right,
but if you don't, big as you are, if you're not stopping the run on a better basis, you have no value to me. Then we can keep moving you around. That's why you keep moving around the NFL. It's just like with tight ends.
Yeah.
Second tight ends, they catch the ball. They can get a good catch, but you're not gonna get enough targets to be a guy we care about how great you catch. But if you can't block, I gotta let you go because 90% of your job is blocking. If you don't do that well, then you have no value to me at all. Now let me say the right quick, I know you got to listen about two other right quick points.
Go ahead.
One, the third wide receiver on this team, they need to get into the Wizards, Mr. Wizard, and get some hard, because if we want a quality run game this year on the edges or big runs, whoever that third wide receiver in there, they better be a knockout blocker. San Francisco tells you how they get McCarthy to 80-yard runs because their receivers will knock your head off.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to block a third wide receiver, you're not going to get enough targets, right? If you got more targets, you'd be a first wide receiver.
Yeah, especially
but if you're a third wide receiver, you got to do a lot of dirty work.
Especially on outside zone runs. Yeah, you're right. Outside zone runs. Go ahead.
To all our Cowboys, this year is not again. It's not about X's, O's. It wasn't about X's or O's last year. It's not about the Jimmy and Joes of who you get. It's about the Jimmy and Joes, but it's about what's going on between the two ear holes on that helmet. It's about our mental toughness and our mental grind to be able to earn the right to be champions. The worst thing you can get in the team is if they start resting on their laurels and they cannot handle don't worry about if they can handle adversity. If they can't handle success, you will be a bigger failure if you get not being able to have adversity. Because when we get successful, one thing we got to understand with Dallas, every time we win a game, the stakes and the media gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
And if you can't handle the success and keep yourself in a capacity of saying, I haven't done that yet, and keep that same mentality like it's game one, if you get too far ahead of yourself, we'll be sad every January and saying what we coulda, shoulda, woulda done.
Hey, man.
This is what it's all about.
No doubt, man. That's Coach Marv, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, Coach, from the 803, man. Put y'all hands together for Coach Marv, man. Wisdom and understanding of the game. Come on with it. Come on with it. All right, so with all of that said, last year, I think it was either Coach Mike McCarthy or one of those coaches mentioned that it's hard for us to handle success or something like that. And I said, damn, come on, man. Where my guy at? Come on, man. You can't say that.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Because you want the success. What did Drake say? I want to be successful. You want the success, and then you want to break that down and build it back up again every time, right? And then you want to hold each other accountable every time. And you got to have that mindset to say to yourself, hey, man, we good, but we ain't going to smell ourselves because we haven't lifted up that Lombardi trophy. Them cigars, I got a bag of cigars over here, and I'm just savoring one of them. Shout out to VA Cowboy for sending me one. But I'm just savoring it, right? It's not time to smoke the damn cigar now, right? Sometimes you got to sit back and say, hey, I got to accomplish something before I get a chance to sip on this, or get a chance to puff on that. Come on with it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I got the 513 and the 214 want you hold tight for your boy. But the 513, you're in the house. Marcus, what's good with you?
Hey, Law, what's up, brother, man? How are you?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain at all, bro. Talk to me, man. What you got?
Man, I gotta say, I think it's time to get some kudos. We've been really hating on the Joneses all off season.
Hell yeah.
And we can't say they haven't made the moves we've been looking for.
He ain't lying.
when they got Phillips and then they got Lawson, I was like, okay, we're making some good moves. We're kind of solidifying. And then when they got Joseph, that just like really did it for me, because when we take a realistic look now at this defense, we have Joseph, Phillips, Bosa, Mozzie in our two middle.
Yeah.
And then we have MK, D-Law, Lawson, Golson on the edges, and they all actually have run-stopping capabilities. And then you have Micah free roaming completely, 100%, with all that up front.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have,
he should be the one that's really grinning ear to ear. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man, like, I'm telling you. And then we have Phillips actually has pass rushing capabilities up the middle.
Yeah.
Lawson has pass rushing skills as well. And then we have a veteran middle linebacker in Kendricks coming in to take over that middle. And then we have Maurice to be able to just run around wild and free. And then we have Overshown coming back healthy. And then Clark's going to be able to play his natural position.
Yeah.
And then we don't even know what to get out of Harvey yet. That guy was a top defender last year in the UFO.
Oh, okay. Okay. You talking about the linebacker? See, what we got now is size, and size do matter for the linebackers to run, roam, and hit things. And think about this all together. What you're saying, Marcus? Parsons, he's had to been running around with razor blade thin up front. We never had like these type of things, whereas now you can shoot him through A gap or slide him in B gap or move him back to the edge. So or drop him in the hook, let him find the flats or what have you to stop the run. And when we were out there in Oxnard, those were the things that Mike Zim was doing, moving him around like chess pieces. And like Coach Marv said, this could be the year that Parsons get a pick six or multiple INTs and a fumble in a game, pick, scoop, fumble, scores and stuff like that in a sack, because you got a 4-3 guy, and it would have been even scarier. Trust me, man. I know a lot of people were off on Sam Williams, but it would have been scary with a 4-4 40 guy. You know, that's 6'3.5" himself that can fly around and move around. But you know, we made some provisions and we moved some things around. So this defense is going to be really, really nice, bro. This is the most weapons that Zim ever had in his time coaching, period.
And you think about it too, like, so that's the front seven.
Excuse me, let me make my correction. Outside of the 95 when he was coaching the DBs, we had Prime and he had, you know, all of those boys, but go ahead. Yeah.
So then, like, man, you keep in mind, like, that's the front seven. So then you have, outside of that, you have literally two, I mean, I'm going to say it, two top 5 corners in the NFL, and in Bland and Diggs. And not just top 5, but top 5 capability of turning the ball over and getting points on the board. And then you add in the depth of our safeties. I mean, we got Dono, we got Hooker at the veteran positions. Then you have Woods, you have Wanye, you got Izzy, got J. Lou in the nickel, you got Seatbelt coming in.
Right.
I mean, man, I'm telling you, like, if we can stay healthy, this is the first time our team has really had 2 polished veteran coordinators on both sides of the ball. They're on the same page and disciplined. I think we're going to see something different, man. And this offense, we shored up our offensive line. We're seeing definitely starter quality out of BB and Guyton already. It's going to be interesting.
Most certainly, man. Hey, appreciate you for calling in, Marcus, man. And hey, let me hear you say it before I let you go.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's my guy Marcus from the 513. Yeah. Now somebody caught me, man. Somebody said, "Hey, man, one of them highlights. I saw Kirk Cousins on the damn Washington team. That's got to be an old ass highlight." Yeah, that had to be 8-10 years ago. Yeah, when I compile all of the clips together. Yeah, there was a few of them in there with Kirk Cousins on the Washington team. So it is an old long. Like I said, the dude's long in the tooth. So I thought I'd compile like some present day stuff and some old day stuff and new day stuff and all of the stuff. So yeah, you're right. So I said, wait a minute, is that damn Kirk Cousins on the Washington team? That's funny. Y'all call me a comedian. Y'all are the comedians, man. Y'all be pointing out some stuff, man. Oh my goodness, man. Action Power, he's another comedian in here, man. He was say, hey, Law, you got to put pause on that, you know. But it is what it is, and I would say this though. You better not put that big old boy who's 36 or 37 years of age, damn near 40, my age almost. You better not put Linval out there with 40 snaps or 50 snaps. You asking for a heart attack or something, man. Come on, man. Get this man anywhere between 10 to 15 reps. That's what the breaking news is about. And it's not even official yet. You know, it could be a situation whereas tomorrow I got to do a whole other stream saying that, hey, man, Linval Joseph going to the Eagles now or something crap like that. You know how this goes. Yeah. We got Linval Joseph playing against Troy Aikman out there. That's crazy. I got my guy from the 214, man. What's good with you, Darius? What's good with you, man? You're live on The Nation, man. Brought to you by Prize Picks in the Mix, man. Talk to me, man.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, you good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you was, like, would you consider Big Game James a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Why would you consider him a Cowboys fan?
I mean, shoot, he been following this team since the 70s, man. And I met him personally. We scouted together. He put in blood, money, sweat, tears. He went to like the NFL Combine. He was at the Senior Bowl.
Right.
Off the simple strength. Not to look at other teams, but to look at guys for the Cowboys. He may not reflect, you know, the numbers and stuff like that with other content creators because some people just look at the numbers, what people bring, but he brings in a lot of wisdom and understanding of the game from a different point of view.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
So now that we got that understood.
Yeah.
What I noticed is, so guys like the OC.
Mm-hmm.
Before I say that, I noticed that people fan according to their personality.
Correct.
For example, so like whatever their personality is, they normally fan the same way of their personality.
Facts.
So for example, so we'll go with the OC.
Right.
The OC I noticed he's very analytical.
Cerebral.
He don't go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and he's very like you know that drop that Boss has for the OC, no emotions, no feelings, just straight business.
Straight business, yeah.
He's exactly that. Like he fans exactly the same way for the Cowboys. It's not going to be a whole lot of emotions. It's not going to be a whole lot of feelings. He gonna go based off of what he's seeing on the field, and he gonna keep it straight business. Let's toggle over to Big Game James.
Yeah.
I find me and Big Game James, we fan a very similar way. Big Game James is very hard body. Like he is extremely accountability based. Yeah. So like he not finna just pipe you up. He not finna just like super like go crazy about you just because he's a fan. He gonna keep it all the way 1,000. If you're bullshit, if he don't believe the play on the field, if you don't believe in Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and the way that they do things, he's going to say it. And he's not going to be like, oh, we're going to go undefeated this season. He's not going to say it. He's going to tell you, he's not going to sip a bunch of Kool-Aid. You know, he's going to tell you exactly what it is.
You can get him to now. You can get him to drink some Kool-Aid now. Let Woods do a pick six. Let Woods do a pick six this week. That joker, he gonna fold like a wallet. He gonna be like, you see that mother sucker? Now here's the thing with Big Game James. He's a very passionate person, so when he get burned, it burns twice. You know, because we see like look, come on, you talking to your boy, your homie over here, and Big Game James was really he was John Legend high. on Randy Gregory. That mother sucker with that shoulder bend, that bend. You remember that video? Yeah, that bend. So
yeah.
He's been one of those guys that man, the Cowboys hurt, man. The Cowboys hurt us, man, real bad, man. Yeah. They hurt us real bad in some stuff, man, some moments and stuff like that. So when he says it, he means it from his heart, and not to say that other people don't. But right now it's crash and burn because he's really pissed off, right? And it started with Jason Garrett. It started with the stuff that Randy Gregory got in trouble with. He was always cool with Jerry, but he was telling us it was Steven. That's why he came up with the saying "baby nuts" and stuff like that, But it's different flavors, man, and you got to love our community because that is what Big Game James brings to the table, and everybody's different though, Mm-hmm.
And so so I find me and Big Game James agreeing with so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, bro, we got to be kindred spirits because bro, we agree too much. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally. And what I'm gonna say with you, Law and Boss, I can tell y'all are very hard on your sleeve type of guys. Really more so Boss. Boss is like I can tell he's very hard on your sleeve. So he gonna like the way that y'all fan is different from the way that Big Game James and the OC fan, and I could tell like those personalities clash, like especially like with you and Big Game James and Big Game James and Boss, those two types of fans, they always gonna clash. So and they always have like difference of opinions, even though we want the similar things. Like like for me, for example, I want a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you want a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But it's like the way we want to get towards it, we have difference of opinions about it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I just kind of noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like in the
but that what makes it unique. That's why me and Big Game James can sit there and talk for 3 or 4 hours about football in general, and then we go get us a drink or and have a good time and just get back with it. But not everybody can digest what Big Game James is saying, and then they bump heads and they think that he's coming from an area of anger at the person that said it. Like Big Game James would say, "Shut up" with all that. Like you can't say shut up to everyone. I don't give a damn. I don't give a hell. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody can receive that. And some people grow up in different households and stuff like that. So Big Game James is like that uncle, man, that you sit back and chill and you just drink and it's like spades, man. So you like playing spades with a brother, man, or dominoes. That's how Big Game James approached this debate table. The OC, like you said, is very analytical. Boss Cowboy will find out something, and do the conspiracy stuff, and which is cool, So I do like all of that from all of our community. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. I would like for someone to act like Big Game James and not be real like that. And I wouldn't want somebody. I wouldn't want Big Game James to change. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a perfect world, bro.
I was saying all that to say is that nobody's more of a fan than the other.
Right.
It's just we just fan differently.
Just fan differently.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But people have different intentions too, though. Because if I can go even higher to another level, we can all say, man, yeah, but Satan was an angel. So he's still an angel. He don't change the fact that he's not in heaven anymore. The dude still had access to go back to heaven. So we can't just sit back and say, well, we're going to stroke everybody with the same brush. But what I'm saying is basically it's one of those things where some people root for this team to ultimately win, and then there's some people root for you to ultimately lose. And Big Game James is not part of that crowd.
And neither am I.
And neither are you. But there are some people that root for individuals to just lose on his team. And I know Big Game James. I know that he's not that one. But there's other fans that say, hey, I can't wait for Dak Prescott to fall. I can't wait for him to lose. Those are not fans to me.
Really?
Facts. Those are not fans for me. How can you sit back and say you're a fan of this team, but you're rooting for someone to lose, regardless if it's Dak, regardless if it's the running back or the coach in general? Just like I said, Satan, with his influences, he pulled back 33 and a third. He pulled out a third of the angels with him. They didn't have no choice but to come with him because of his influences was so great. So what I'm saying is that he's not a part of the whole entire nation. You know what I'm saying? Because of his influences. I'm trying to bring it to an even higher consciousness or a higher level, because we got some fans that's like that. Yeah. But I'm rooting for Dak. I'm rooting for Cooper Rush out there. I'm rooting for Cooper Rush to play phenomenal. I'm rooting for Trey. If he makes the team, I'm rooting for him. I don't root against him. And there's a lot of Cowboy fans who say they fans, but they root against players. And that ain't right, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I'm gonna say. If you seen that Jason, so like he was saying, you saw that Kellen Moore was a problem, right? And
right.
You call that shit out. You call
it out.
Moore
Hell yeah, 4 curls.
You was against Kellen Moore, but not the team.
I wasn't to the fact that I wanted him to lose. I wanted him to make a mistake. I wasn't for that particular side of it. There were literally people that were saying that, hey, man, I can't wait for him to get in. I hope he get in a car wreck on his way home. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Like, you don't fan that way, man. I was sitting. If you go back and watch all of my footages, I said that I believe that Kellen Moore is a very brilliant guy, but it's not his time yet. You see, he got put into a position that was before his time. He was learning on the job, and what they did ultimately with Kellen Moore is what we call that peer-to-peer coaching. That's where that peer-to-peer coaching came from. It came from me. I was sitting there like, shoot, these boys was in the same class, and now they coaching. Now he's coaching the same guy that took his job. You know, so I said that don't really work that way. But I was never of the ilk of, hey man, you know, I hope we lose. I hope something bad happened to him. You know.
Was you happy when he got fired? Was you happy?
I was pleased. I was pleased. No, I'm being 1,000. I was pleased that he gone. And I said, hey, that's not longer our problem. That's the Chargers' problem now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chargers' problem, man. Yeah. And let's see how great he is, because people were saying that this particular team would take a downfall. This team will lose out on offenses and everything. But guess what now? Those people that was yelling that, like the dude that I believe he was Sean Merriman or something like that over there. He was the lights out guy. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that, watch, we're going to see the full potential of Justin Herbert, or whatever his name is, Jay Herbert over there, because they got the wizard, the brainchild that ran the offense over there. And now he's not standing on business with that. You know, he kind of like, oh, snap. Right. You know, they blaming something else. But it is what it is.
What about Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn. I think that ultimately Dan Quinn is a real great communicator. But there's a thing called self-preservation. They said that in life, if you really can, you can absolutely eat your hand. But due to your mind of self-preservation, your bite force will not bite through your own hand because of self-preservation. I think that Dan Quinn saw the light, and he knew that his time was about to expire. And he started looking for other jobs while he was on the job. And that's what happened to him in that postseason game. He was looking for another job. So I would clearly say he sabotaged his team because he was looking for self-preservation.
So if I said I felt the same way that you felt about Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn, about Mike McCarthy, what would you say?
Hey,
I brought it back full circle.
Yeah, you brought. I knew where you were going with it. I knew where you're going with this. No, you're good. You're a good boy. So, as a fan, are you rooting for him to lose, or are you rooting for him to win?
I'm rooting.
Yeah, see, you're rooting for him to win. Yeah.
Can I say this? I'm rooting for us to have a head coach to where we can win a Super Bowl. I want a head coach that's going to get us to win the Super Bowl. That's what I want. Right. So you remember last year, right? When I was talking to some caller and they called in, and I said, hey, if you still making payments on your car and that car getting you to work, from home to work, you're not going to just because you no longer like that car, pull it over to the side of the road and start walking to work. You're going to at least pay it off, right? So Mike McCarthy is in his final year of his contract.
you're going to have to just ride it through as a Cowboy fan. That's the whole point. We're on a roller coaster. We can't control the outcome of the game. We can't do none of that stuff. We can throw some stuff out there and say, hey, Jerry, get him up out of the building. But at the end of the day, when it's time to lace him up against the Browns week 1, we need to be out there rooting and supporting this team and saying, Big Mike, this is your final year, dog. You can still hold them accountable and say, hey, if you don't get it done this year, hey, we're going to be looking for someone else to be holding that clipboard coaching this team. That's how you got to look at it.
Say less. And I'm going to look at it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm going to look at it.
In closing. Yeah. You got a lot of people.
That's it.
Yeah. In closing.
That's it. That's it. That's all I had.
That's all you had? So what you doing? Yeah. You're rooting for the Cowboys, right? You're rooting for the Cowboys to ultimately what?
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. We've been
for the this is what I'm going to say. Because you always say, how do we have expectations of going Super Bowl or bust when we got a Dave Campo, when we got a Chan Gailey, when we got a Jason Garrett? I feel the same way about Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy is, I get, according to the record, he's not them, but what I'm telling you is I feel the same way about him.
Yeah.
Because I see his flaws.
Right.
If you have this level of a roster, fam, we should be making nothing less than the NFC Championship, dog. Nothing less.
Well. I get that point.
Decorated.
I get all of that point. But this is the first time we started to make these moves. But I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to let my guy Poindexter, then I got the 970 next, okay? Appreciate you, bro. That's Darius from the 214. Yes, indeed. Yes. And I get what most people are saying. And my guy says Cowboys JUGA. The third says not a car with a blown motor. Here's the thing. If you go back and listen to what I said with that analogy, just because you stopped that car and you still owe payments and you started walking instead, it doesn't mean that the bank's going to say, hey, man, he's no longer driving the car, so we're not going to send in a note anymore. You still owe money, and you can't trade it. It's upside down. So those are the things that you still going to have to comply with. Just because you stopped driving the car that you bought and you said, okay, I would rather walk to work, you still got to pay the car note. The car note people ain't gonna say, well, he stopped driving, so we're gonna stop sending invoices. We're gonna stop sending payment. You still owe. And that's where we are at right now, ladies and gentlemen. We still owe Mike McCarthy this year to finish and complete it out. He's on a final year of his contract. So is Zim. He's on a 1-year deal. And so is anybody else. So it just go crazy like that. So yeah, you better go ahead and get get that car rolling. It's better to roll than to walk. Ain't that right? From the 409, what's on your mind with this?
Hey man, you know what? We need to start this over. I need you to do that radio voice and say, welcome to Law in the Nighttime.
Yeah. Welcome to Law in the Nighttime. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Poindexter, phone number 3. You're live.
Hey man, you know, I'm gonna tell you, I love the evening song, man. Check it out. I'm with old boy. Look, I'm a fan, and you know, when we had Jason Garrett, whatever. I never thought that he was a great coach. But I always cheered for him. I was on the sideline clapping with him. Come on, man, let's get something going. You know what I mean? So I really take all of that out. I never cheer against my team. I might not like the players. I might not think the coaching all that good. But I ain't gonna never cheer against them. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan before all these players was even born. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm always cheer for the team, and that means I'm gonna be pissed off that CeeDee Lamb is not on the team. Now we making good moves, but come on, man. CeeDee Lamb needs to be here. He needs to be out there. He needs to be getting ready for this season, man. It's time for all hands on deck.
It's time for it all, man.
It's time. We're getting excited and stuff, man, and like, come on, man.
But Poindexter, you get exactly what I was saying. That I said it about like last week sometime. I said, we lost bad to the Green Bay. but Marshawn Needham had nothing to do with that, right? You know, he's new. Mears Learfowl, he had nothing to do with it. Booth, that's on his team, he had nothing to do with it. So all of these new guys, Zim, he had nothing to do with that. So, yeah, we mad, we angry. It rained that day. But what you going to do? Because it rained that day, you going to sit back and say, well, the weatherman said it wasn't going to rain, so therefore I'm never going to listen to the weather station. Nah, you better be listening to that weather station. That's just like you see them people all the time. Hey, a hurricane or a tornado coming, and then people sitting there like, well, it didn't come one time, so I'm just going to stay still in my house, and now all of a sudden they house on somebody's moon. You know, it's crazy.
Well, let me tell you something, man. I'm going back, okay?
Go ahead.
I was a young kid, right?
Yeah.
I seen the Dallas Cowboys team that I just knew was going to win a Super Bowl. They did everything good in the game. They did a few things that wasn't good, and they lost to the Baltimore Colts on a last-second field goal. With a straight line kicker. We didn't even have soccer style kickers then. He was a straight line kicker.
With his shoes off. He had to take his shoes off, huh?
But the next year, they came back and won the Super Bowl. That's why I always tell you, man, to me, it's about the journey. It's about cheering for your team. It's about getting hyped on Sunday. It's about listening to Love Podcast during the game, after the game. You know what I mean? That's something new on my agenda now. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it with my friends, just like you were saying about the round table.
Yeah.
We had our round table. Man, I had some partners of mine. You know, some of them passed away now. And we sit at the bar, man, it'd be 6 or 7 of us, and we chopping it up just like y'all do on the final word.
Man,
but one thing we didn't have, man, we didn't have that great coverage, the great film study and stuff, the homework y'all do, man. I always say this every time I call, man, that I appreciate the work that y'all do, man. Y'all are on it, man. Y'all give me so much. I used to have to read the paper and get a newsletter called the Dallas Cowboy Weekly. And that was the only way that I got information. Because I love football. I love, the game of football. And these things with the Green Bay game, man, those games happen. It just happened to happen at the wrong time. So we need to shake that off and get ready for another journey.
It happened to us in 91. Damn Lions. I can't stand the Lions just because of that.
Kramer got a big old contract for that game, didn't he? And he wasn't nothing after that.
Yeah.
He got a big old contract. The thing is that we all thought that Aikman should have started the game.
Yeah.
But Berline got us there, and they like, well, let Berline play the game. But a lot of people was in the sense that Aikman should have started that game. You know what I'm saying? They brought him in like the third quarter or whatever, but it was already over. But like I say, man, we go through these journeys. And I've been through the journey that end with the Super Bowl, and I've been through the journey that end with disappointment. But it's all about the journey, man. That's why I love listening to y'all podcasts. I love hearing all these people, man. Now, some of the people that just get that negativity and stuff, I wish they would go for another team. We can be critical of our team, man. But some of the stuff, I don't even know. It don't even sound like a fan. It sounds like somebody that's just trying to get some credit for being on the station and everybody jumping on them. So like I say,
oh man, the Wi-Fi must have got you, man. Yeah. But I got you, man. I get what you said, my guy Point Dexter. But I feel like my guy Darius, and sometimes to a degree, my dog Big Abe James. Of course, you want to argue. They want to argue, man. They just want to talk about this pickup, man. This old man river pickup. Ain't that right, my guy for the 970. Sonny, wake up, Sonny. What's good?
Hey, before we get started, I'd like to give a big shout out to Big James. He does it. I listen to him all. I listen to all you guys.
Yeah.
I listen to him. He's kind of like me, old school.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm going to hit on something with you. Hey, Brian Broaddus, a guy who does the camp and does
Yeah.
He did his he did his closeout, and he picked They asked him who was his 4 outstanding players throughout the beginning of everything.
Yeah.
And he says his number 1 player. I'm gonna let that set. I'm gonna let everybody see if anybody can guess who he said who the number 1 player was gonna be. Who he thought when the time camp started until now. But I want to talk about CeeDee. I mean, you know, he's kind of, you know, these diva receivers, like you said, to win a championship, you got to be all in. You can't be out there. You know, I understand the guy wants his money and all.
Right.
But he at least showed up at camp, and he didn't have to work out. He get a game, and you know what I mean? It was Jerry Jones. He does this thing. You know, I don't understand it, but still, we need to have, you know, if he wants to be that type of receiver and get that big money, this is what them guys do. The great ones do, like Michael Jordan, you know, the great ones.
Right.
I thought Kansas City's so good, Mahomes and Kettles and them. They got, you know, they got rid of their best receiver, and they still won a Super Bowl, you know.
Well, Sonny, it's just different weather for different teams, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, they tried to work out a deal with Tyreek. It didn't work out for him, so they traded him for a king ransom. They got 4 or 5 draft picks from the Dolphins, and that's what you do. You go ahead and trade him. You didn't hear no stories about his DV case when he was drafted there. You didn't hear no sully and denigrations of his 10 to 15 kids that he have. So, you know, it was just, okay, we appreciate your services, man. We're going to shop you, and we're going to get you to a place where we get something back in return.
Like it is for the Cowboys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How they make it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I'm getting to, though.
Go ahead. What you getting to, man? What you got?
What I'm getting to is, though, the players on the team have the heart of a champion.
Uh-huh.
And that's why they're so good every year. There's certain ones, okay, now, Michael Parsons was his first pick. He said Michael Parsons was unbelievable. He says his guy is going to do something special this year.
Big facts.
Yeah. He said, I guess when the big guys, you know, the guys when you go through the hole, the big guys grab you. He said, you know, you don't want to have them get a hold of you. And he said he's worked on that technique a lot. And he was really plowing through that pretty good. Parsons was.
Oh, yeah. He's an animal, man.
Did you hear that or no?
No, I haven't heard from Brian Broaddus. I've been so busy today, man. I didn't get a chance to hear nothing.
And he had good words to say about Dak, too.
Yeah.
You know, but I believe, you know, hey, I don't know what's going to happen this year. We got a tough schedule, our first 8 games.
No doubt, man.
Really,
it's been tough since 2016. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, my guy. Sonny, let me hear you say it, man.
All right. Can I ask one thing, though?
Go ahead.
Be real quick about it.
Go ahead.
Are we going to know by probably week 3 if we're really a good team? By then, are you going to have to wait and see maybe 2 or 3 games first? The real trial on where the team is going to be at.
To me, it takes about 4 games. You can have a good feeling that we're a good team, but normally it takes about 4 games to have a complete, you know, to make at least a complete dollar, right? 4 quarters, you know. So I just look at it like that. So we would know. My guy Bill Parcells said you would know everything about a team in November. I think he was saying by November, the Thanksgiving game. So that's kind of like the midway part. Yeah.
We got New Orleans. We got Baltimore real early, don't we?
Yeah, that's the good thing. We got most of those harder teams that's from the AFC earlier. Yeah.
If we come out of that run, let's say 6-2, or even better yet, 7-1. That's pretty damn good, right?
Hell yeah, shoot, 7-1. You're a good team.
I mean, look at the schedule.
Yeah.
And the thing, kid, when you compare the 2 quarterbacks, Mahomes and CeeDee, you need to show that again. I think some of the people miss that. Where they played above 800 teams where Mahomes and
Dak, yeah.
Dak were both rated. You need to show that graphic again and maybe kind of go a little deeper into it and why and who. And if you can, just for the heck of find out who was the number 1 quarterback that did.
Yeah.
I think probably Purdy, huh? I think he played pretty good against teams about 500.
No doubt, Sonny. You right on it. You know. Mm-hmm.
But they both did pretty good. They were over 60-some%, weren't they?
Yeah, it was really good numbers there. Yeah, it was really good.
One more game than he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Appreciate you. That's Sonny, man. Hey, he was the last caller in here, man. I thought I had more people, but I guess, Darius, you must ran off everybody, man. But he was the last one, the last caller, Sonny. We're going to go ahead and end that since, no one else called in. But we will what he's talked about is this stat line right here. And shout out for those who just not tuning in, believe it or not, the Cowboys allegedly is about to sign Linval Joseph, who's pretty much been operating under Mike Zim before, and he'll be a bridge to the youth. He'll be a bridge to the guys. I don't think that he's a three-down guy. I don't think for sure that he is a guy that you can look back on and say, okay, he's the end-all, be-all here. He is a guy, absolutely, a person that can fit right on in. Size do matter and things like that. But to make a longer story short here, Cowboy Nation, this is what Sonny was talking about, this stat line for your mind of teams above 500, where Dak Prescott stands and where Pat Mahomes stands at. And comparing these guys is not apples to apples. Two different situations, two different systems. One's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. The other one is a 2-time playoff winning guy, right? According to most people. So they're going to miss the meat worrying about the potatoes on that particular analogy or comparisons there. And let me tell you something. Comparisons is the thief of all joy at the end of the day. Jay in Echo says LJ is better than having Carl Davis. And that see, Echoes, you know, that's what I be saying. I'm saying that we improve. Literally, we improve. And we got to hope that these guys can just stay healthy. That's the thing, I think ESPN just confirmed the signing. So, Pittman, hey, if ESPN just confirmed, then, hey, re-breaking news. Let's break the news again then when they confirmed. Oh, send me that link in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Look, my guy Action Power says, Law, don't say that no more. Laugh out loud. 2-time playoff winning versus 3-time champ. Oh, my God, man. Riggs! Riggs. But context do matter, man. Hey, man, I would love for my guy, Tom Brady, said something very valuable on the Stephen A. Smith show earlier this week. He said he wouldn't have been the type of player he is to this day if he didn't fall into the right system. And he said that Bill Belichick is the greatest or one of the greatest coaches of all time in the NFL world, right? So you got to look. I don't think that Tom Brady will be Tom Brady with Jason Garrett, and I'm not beating up Jason Garrett. But the reality is the reality. Context matter. And I tell people this all the time, and y'all miss the meat worrying about the potatoes. There are Cowboy fans who literally will say to themselves, oh, man, we had a chance with Chan Gailey. Oh, man, we had a chance with Dave Campo. Oh, we had a chance with Bill Parcells coming off of a 5-11, 5-11, 5-11, right? And y'all was trying to run him up out of here because he was too stern and too hard on these players, right? And then people were saying that we had a chance with Wade Phillips. And we had a chance with my guy, Jason Garrett, who collectively, he been here for 13 years. And people was willing to get rid of Mike McCarthy after his first season here. We kept old furniture from Jason Garrett, which is Kellen Moore. So the reality of it is that we are always in the mix of saying Super Bowl or bust, but nobody includes in those last 28 years who was driving the bus. It's like, man, we driving the bus. It's a good bus, but we got Ray Charles driving. Come on, man. Eddie with the support, man. Appreciate you. Law Nation, are you serious? The Cowboys picked up Linval Joseph. Eddie, yeah. We picked up Linval in there, man. So he's a bigger boy. He's 335 pounds, 6'4.5". He was drafted in 2010, right? But he's still, in my opinion, is better than Carl Davis. So I just think that, hey, with all of this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, we are in a better situation. We are in a better light, So it's just what it is. It works both ways. Antonio Miles says it worked both ways. But here's the truth where it works at. Antonio. If I go apply for a job in the National Football League and Jason Garrett go apply for the job in the National Football League, both of us will get the same response, or both of us will get the same reply. We will both get this right here. We regret to inform you that another candidate been selected for this position. Although we do like the diversity in hiring, you can feel free to apply again when another job is open. We will get to both latter. Let me know if I'm lying. Come on. Let me know.
$10.
Yeah.
Lawn Nation, are you serious? The Cowboys picked up Linval Joseph.
Yes, indeed. Eddie B, appreciate you so much for your support, man. I thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. He says, it's because we are losing, Law. Who wants to be a loser? Put it like this, we could lose for 50 years. I would still be, if I'm still alive, I would still be a Dallas Cowboy fan. That's just what it is. Now, other people, that's the difference between having a conversation with a diehard Cowboy fan juxtaposed to a die-soft fan. A die-soft fan would say, hey, man, I'm done. I'm dead. I don't no longer want to support this team. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm not going to come back until we win it. That's what we call a die-soft fan. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with people like that. Yeah. But if a strong man come and try to break down my door, truth be told, hey, we going toe for toe up in here. I'm getting out all of the machetes, the guns that I got under the seat. We going to be doing some things up in here. Yeah. It's going to be easy to get in. It's going to be harder to get out. Yeah. That's just this how Law Nation roll, But other people's household, somebody bust through their doors. They folding up like a wallet. They saying, hey, have my kids. Have my significant other. Have me. Yeah, you too big. You too big for me. Yeah. But right here, shoot, I'm swinging. We fighting, So when I saw that dude say, hey, man, a 49er fan came in and we in Dallas. And he came in with his 49ers hat, his starter jacket on, and the other Cowboy fan, he said, man, I'm gonna tuck my eyes, you know what I'm saying? And he hiding the star. I said, man, you better grow a pair. Man, the 49ers, they been on a drought since 1994. Yeah. And I seen my brother, who's a 49er fan, lay out like Family Guy because they done lost in the Super Bowl. I don't know what that feels like, by the way. So I'm just saying. And just because you made it further and didn't win it don't mean that you are better in it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, for those who are supporting, dare I say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, for those who are supporting the Kansas City Chiefs, how many years did it took for them to win that Super Bowl? Can somebody tell me that? It took them what? How many years? Over 50 years, right, for them to win that Super Bowl. So shouldn't they not be fans? Or all of the Kansas City Chiefs are bandwagon fans? So come on with it. Mango says, hey, man, a huge fan of your channel. Thoughts of Flournoy and his potential. Interested to hear your thoughts. Him or Brooks. Also, you think CeeDee will play week 1? Yeah, I think those game day checks Those game day checks going to hit differently. You know, I think that those things right there is a situation and scenario that Flournoy got higher upside than any of the wide receivers that we have now. Yep. And at the end of the day, he was drafted for a reason. So that's how I look at it from those perspectives, Cowboy Nation. I got to send something to my guy Ray right quick. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Hail Mary. Well, yeah. We're going to send this over to Ray. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. Got to compose something right here. Y'all bear with me. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Tape. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Building plane as we fly. Jerry Jones doesn't listen to anyone on social media. Every decision that's been made is because a coach or a scout has brought it to Jerry. And Steven, a narcissist like Jerry isn't going to listen. This is from Big Sarge. But you know who do listen to us? The people, the coaches, the scouts, they do listen to us. Big Sarge, I know you've been following the channel for a long time, and I'm not pointing you out on that stance, but I'm just saying that they do listen to me. My guy, I got inboxes from coaches that's on the Cowboys staff said, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So they do listen. They do bring in thoughts. There's no way that my channel, and I'm not bragging or what have you, we can do about 4 to 5 million views a month, and it don't pay into somebody that rocks with the Cowboys. There's no way that they can say, man, I don't know who Law is, right? I don't know who this dude is with a beard that talks Cowboys. So, like I said, I'm the quote-unquote unofficial Cowboy syndicate channel here. I'm quite sure people listen in to our thoughts and our opinions, and it get back to them, right? So that's just how that goes. It may not be the flavor and the way they want it, but it is what it is. Deuce got the juice. Let Deuce get loose. This is from Ryan. Appreciate you for your support. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. So it goes like this, man. True story. Cowboy staffer, we was out there in Oxnard. They listen to y'all. When y'all call in, they listen. They listen to feedback. Yeah, man, I ain't going to say the name, but they're like, yeah, man, I like when there's one caller call in, he say these things, right? Hey, I appreciate how you handled that caller. Yeah, you stood on business with that. I appreciate how you have patience with this particular caller. And those are things that drive home, you know, because a little Southern Mississippi guy like me, I'm going to talk to you like you known me my whole entire life. Like we knew each other or something, you know. Growing up in Mississippi, in Natchez, Mississippi, it wasn't a lot of Cowboy fans, right? It was a lot of, you know, fans of other teams. But neither here nor there. Appreciate it. Coaches love the show. Yeah, they love it. Yeah. I hate when they point out that they absolutely watch the show, too. I hate that sometimes, you know. Like, damn, I'm going in on this coach. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to still be me. I'm going to still be real with everything. So that's why it's important to always deliver the best information possible, as accurate as possible. And I'll come back and say with my hat in my hand, I was wrong about this guy, I was wrong about that guy. And that's just how that goes, too, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in for these type of episodes. Normally, I don't go this long, but or this late at night. But, hey, one time I had a robe on talking to y'all. So y'all know when it's time for us to talk and get things going, we're going to do just that, baby. We're going to do just that. But before I get things going, I want to dive into what we did on 97.9 The Beat. You know, I want to bring this up again. Shout out to Jazzi Black. I think she does a great job. The information details will be posted. This was me the other day. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yo, it's Jazzi Black. I'm excited to be kicking back with one of my favorite people ever, Law Nation Sports, giving me all the inside scoop on what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys, and especially at training camp. So let's start with the game.
Yeah.
Let's start with the good game. Let's start with the hype. The man, I feel like the MVP of the game, Mr. Aubrey, and that 66-yard field goal, that was crazy.
Crazy.
I hope that it happened in preseason because he won't get like credit for that, like, right?
Nah. They said it would have been good for 70 yards if he were to move back even further. So that man got a foot, and congratulations, he got a newborn. And he had that during the last game. So hey, he just footing everything over there. I like to see what he's doing out there. So he's doing a great job.
Some things that you notice, highlights from both ends, defense and offense from the last games. I feel like, we're going to start seeing progression, but you know how Cowboys fans are when it comes to, us.
Hey, last week we talked about Trey Lance. We said, hey, he just got to get comfortable, right? And he did just that. We got a dub. He was 15 for like 23 or 24, something like that. And he threw for 150 yards. He had a touchdown by the air, and he had a touchdown on the ground. So salute, kudos, and credence to Trey Lance. What's your thoughts on his gameplay?
I'm excited to see Trey Lance, and I think it takes a lot to be coming into an organization like the Cowboys. There's a lot of pressure on him. There's a lot of pressure riding. I feel like there's people expect for you to come off the gate. I mean, this is training camp, so this is the time for them to learn. This is the time for them to make mistakes. This is the time for them to go to, veterans from the team and get advice. So I think the more that we see him, exercise and actually practice, I think the better he'll get, and I think he'll definitely be ready for that first game for sure.
No doubt. And the other spotlight of the moment was Tyler Guyton, our first round draft pick. Oh my goodness, he brought everything to the table to the degree that even Max Crosby had to dap him up and said, man, this kid is awesome. So I like what we were able to see out of him, even in his short play out there. It was great seeing him out there on the field.
I feel like Tyler Guyton is bringing everything that people were expecting for him to bring. I know that, especially with these expectations for the first real game that's going to be coming up, and I think he'll be starting. What was going on with Mr. Edoga and this injury?
Oh, Chuma Edoga, he will be out for, I believe, 3 to maybe 6 weeks here. He broke his toe, and he'll be on injury IR. So he broke his toe, so he won't be in the mix for the 3 weeks. I think
that's the only thing that kind of like makes me a little sad. With this time is that they're putting their all into trying to make that roster, and you end up getting hurt, and it's like, what is this? And we got next Tuesday, right? The countdown is moving.
Yeah, it is moving. So the cut day will be here. We got some guys that's on the bubble. We got some guys that need to make some plays. I think Jalen Monroe-Cropper, he's a guy that need to make some plays. I think that Malik Davis, to a degree, even in the running back room, we need to see a little bit more from him, and as well as our other wide receivers that's like David Durden's. I think that he probably need to make a play in this game. And I call this game the Practice Squad Super Bowl because this is the final preseason game this weekend, and we need to find out whether or not these guys that's on the bottom end of the roster, can they figure out a way to make a spot for this team.
I was going to ask you that because I've been seeing a lot of speculation and a lot of analysts. Everybody got their own opinion about the Cowboys.
Right.
But people are feeling like we might really be possible Super Bowl contenders. And I'm like, I feel like we always go into the season with that energy, but what do you feel like is going to make this team so different from last season?
I think Mike Zim. I think he brings in true, real football as it relates to linebackers. We don't have a guy that's 205 pounds trying to play linebackers now. Right. We got Mears Learfowl. He was flying everywhere this past game. We seen the likes of Eric Kendricks, who's a veteran here, that's going to be able to be the nucleus of this defense on the linebackers aspect and put people in the right spots and places where they're supposed to be at. So I'm quite sure that Mike Zim will continue to have this defense as it relates to being top 5 or top 10. He will be in that mix. And that's what we need, defense. Yeah,
but that's what we want to hear. We want to hear from anybody.
Defense.
Okay. Now, look, let me ask my head coach, Mike McCarthy, real quick, because his decision making is already coming out the gate. He's being very confident, and he's, standing 10 toes, even just to, lengthening out the training out in Oxnard. They said this is the first time that the Cowboys have ever spent this much time out in Oxnard, just for training camp. So I'm just wondering, like, in the future, what kind of decision making can we expect from Coach Mike McCarthy when it comes to this team?
Just tenacity. I think that Mike McCarthy You know, when he first got here, a lot of people had reservations because he came from Green Bay and he hadn't really, coached in about two years or such. When he came here, a lot of people were looking at it like, will he be this soft coach? Will he be a stern coach? Mm-hmm. But he's been by far one of the strongest coaches that we had on this team since I would say Bill Parcells. So he brings a lot of that to the table, and everybody kind of raised their game up since he's been here. So hopefully we can continue to see that, although this is a contract year for him, a contract year for Mike Zim, a contract year for Dak Prescott. Yeah. This is a contract year for everybody, right?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Who, in your opinion, just off your observation, and you being on the grind at training camp, who do you feel like is going to be the underdog and somebody that is going to surprise fans this season on the Cowboys?
Deuce Vaughn, if he makes this team. Yeah, I like Deuce. Deuce been quiet in practice and training camp, but this last game we got a chance to see him. He got short area quickness, found the soft spots in the zone. He ran with power this time, so he could be a weapon in the backfield, catching in the backfield. So he will be the element of surprise. I know we got Ezekiel Elliott. I know we probably keep Royce Freeman, but Deuce Vaughn could be that element of surprise to everyone. Also, check out number 81, John Stevens. I think that he brings a lot to the table as well.
Okay, and then real quick, I want to talk about some of these new players that we just acquired, because we stuff is shuffling around. Talk to me about Nick Vigil.
Yeah, Nick was a guy that already worked with, I believe, Mike Zim in some type of capacity. Oh, no, it was Paul Gunter. He was his guy. And he's on the outside looking in now because everyone else kind of stood up. But the other two guys that have been brought in since the last time we spoke was Jordan Phillips. He's a bigger boy, 6'6", 6'7", give or take 340 pounds. We need big boys down inside, and he brings that to the table. So when you're talking about somebody that's going to be able to be a human log to help out the linebackers, that's who we need to pay attention to for the 2024 season. Also, the Cowboys went and got a veteran edge rusher by the name of Carl Lawson that he can give us 7 to 8 sacks off of that edge to add to Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. So this is a good thing that we went out there and got some veteran guys.
I feel like we're going to have so much fun watching the Cowboys do their thing this year. This makes me excited.
Oh, yeah, I'm extremely excited. But I know you're going to talk about this other thing, though. We can't go no further without talking about it.
What other thing?
Where's 88?
Where is 88? You tell me.
Oh my goodness. See, Dangerous Lamb. He made a post the other day that shocked the world by putting on this on his Instagram page. I think it was Spider-Man 3, the Black Spider-Man. And it went crazy. They said contracts are in good conversations, but we also heard that he turned down $33 million. Look, Jazz, I want them type of problems.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I could. But here's the thing, and I say this all the time. Even when I be talking about, even with Jerry, just with everybody, my whole thing is I be like, man, I don't want to insert myself into nobody's pockets.
Right.
But I'm also just like.
They said it's not about the money, it's about the length of years. That's what's been speculated. I think that he will sign something. 4 week one.
How many years?
See, Cowboys love to do the long-term contracts, like 6 years or 5 years. So he may want to.
$33 million in 6 years?
Yeah, but today's price is not tomorrow's price. However that saying goes. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, man, I don't know. I might not be the one to have this conversation with, because I'm like, I'm going to take that. Go take that money. And
take that money.
Even just being in an environment and being in with an organization that's gonna make sure that you're good. Like, will you get the same love somewhere else? I don't know. You might.
Yeah. So it's one of those.
Cowboys, all I know. So
hustle fights is what it is.
That's all what it is. Yeah. But dang. So how soon? What do they have until the roster is complete to make their decision, or how does that work?
He's still getting fined. I think he's getting fined about $1 million plus every game day. like I say, I don't like to have that problem, but I would love to have the ability to pay some fine money. But I think that when the game day checks, I think the fines go up even higher, and somebody can do their own research on that. But I would tell you guys this, that when you look at CeeDee Lamb, I think that he's the super piece to put everything together for this offense. He's a driving force last season, and especially in multiple games, he had the record of 150 yards receiving in I think 3 or 4 straight games. So when you look at CeeDee Lamb, he is the offense. But the problem with this team is that we got too many contracts that's due, and the Cowboys' sense of urgency is very, 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 very slow.
Right.
We got 2-3 weeks before the season kickoff, and we don't have ink on paper for CeeDee Lamb nor Dak Prescott. So that's where we are at with the shadow we place right now.
I feel like can we all agree that we know Dak is gonna negotiate? I feel like Dak is going to I feel like he's gonna be a Cowboy forever.
Forever.
That's what we kind of feeling. What about I'm ready to see Trayvon.
Yeah, I'm ready to see him too. He posted a picture on Instagram stating that he's ready for it, and I can't wait to see him week 1. I had to believe
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous for him because coming back from that type of injury, normally it takes a year plus. But if the strength and conditioning coach has got him ready, and if he's ready, then we ready to see him out there.
Right.
And I can't wait to see number 7 out there. He was one of our vocal defensive leaders last season, and we could all say, man, we missed some Trayvon Diggs last season. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But look, we locked and loaded. Check them out on Saturday, August 24th. They're taking on the Chargers. Any expectations for that game, or are we just going in there wide open?
It's the practice bowl Super Bowl, practice squad Super Bowl. That's what it is.
And they're going to be in Texas, right, for that game?
It's a home game, so let's get crunk. Yeah, let's get ready with it.
The city can come out and watch. They're going to be having, every year they do the open free practices where you can come out. And if you've never been out to one of the practice sessions where they let people come and watch, 10-10 recommend. It's not like you just sit there and watch the practice. It's very interactive. Right. It's fun. And most importantly, you get to go out there and, give them that support that they need, especially going into the season. So I see you there, right?
Yeah, I'll be there on the 27th and the 28th. So, hey, for everybody that's out there, don't meet me there, beat me there. Come on out and let's have a great time watching these Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, well, I'm going to be signing autographs, too. $24.99. I'm just kidding.
Let's go with it.
Thank you so much, Lon. Look, tell everybody where they can come and find you so we can keep up with all things Dallas Cowboys and just check in for our DBW Sports.
Yes, indeed. That's Law Nation Sports on all platforms. You type that in, you will see my name, face, and logo. There you go. Let's get it. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. And shout out to Jazzi Black, man. She does a great job with the radio station and beyond, 97.9 The Beat. Be sure to check her out. Let me see if I can pull up her page or what have you. Show her some love and support all together, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, for this type of video, man. Shout out to those who just not tuning in. Be sure to check it out. Here's her link to her Instagram page. And shout out to Oak Cliff. Man. So check that link out right there. Be sure to subscribe, support Jazzi Black, and let her know and everybody know that's on that page that Law Nation sent you all to her spot. Come on. Edge of it all. What we tell them, baby? It's the good life. Come on, sing with us, baby. We gonna get on up out of here. One Love DC for life. There go the link right there in the chat area. Be sure to check out my girl Jazz. All right, before we go, I got to give y'all something. Yes, indeed. I got to give y'all something because at the end of the day, there are many who would say, man, I'm riding with you, Law. I'm rolling with you, Law. I'm rolling with the Cowboys. We them boys. Yeah, we them boys, man. And yeah, man, we got big boy in the house now. 300, pushing big body, can't stop me for the 9-8. I got to sell 1 million copies, man. We got big bodies inside, man. Yeah. I think I'm big meat. Not meat, but meat. We got all of that. Yeah. We got girth now, man. We got size, ladies and gentlemen. So if you think you're going to run through A gap and B gap easily, truth and the facts and the trust of it all, that it will not be easy. It will not be easy like Sunday morning. No. This is going to be a pathway that's going to be difficult for you and you. This is going to be a pathway that you're going to have to really fight and earn the ground that you're walking upon. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's out of the nights that cover me black as a pit from pole to pole. It's one of those type of things. It's gruesome. But think it's not strange that we are here at this point. We are here at this valley. And write this down into your mental mindset. If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll ride with brother, roll with brothers. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those, man, you should never call a friend, because they bend their lives around the truth to meet their end. Cowboy Nation. The number one thing that you guys should take away from this particular conversation is that there are a lot of people with influences. Yeah. And the whip of the tail, 1/3 of the angels was brought down with the person with the king influence. And just because you're riding with that situation doesn't mean that it's right. But the one thing that can separate the truth and separate the real is your heart, is your mindset, is your real number one goal. And that's to get back to the top. And you can't get back there if your influence has been so tainted with poison pills. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, you will get it, baby. Come on with it.
You think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big. Think big.
Damn. Think big, baby. And give me my theme music.
Give me my theme music.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Stern pertinacity. Come on, right there, right, Jay Alexander. They're great, baby. Think big, baby. And we've been thinking big around this month. Thinking big, baby. Come on.
I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Run from it. Take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna
all the same. Now it's here.
I am.
Hey, let me just say this one more time. Let me just stop music. That's got to be the coldest line of all time. Let me hear that one more time.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say?
What should I say?
I am.
Hey, get on up out here. Roll those credits, man. Sheesh. Write that one down. Then that scene on that movie, it got to be the coldest line in that movie, man. That or you can't live with your own failures. You know, your failures brought you back to me. Man, that was cold-blooded lines, man. Come on. Lately, I just wanna. Come on.
Count that too. Count it up.
My guy says, nah, you cannot live with your own failures. Yeah. That one go hard too, man. Oh my God. That one go hard. Yeah. Charge it to the game. Come on. Hey. Oh. About loyalty, baby. Come on.
I mix Nike with designer. I experiment.
That boy experimenting over there.
What's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Yeah. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul. I keep a hammer. Call it too legit,
baby.
I've been really in the field. Love the rush. I love the feel.
Appreciate everybody with y'all support. Appreciate all y'all with y'all support.
Ticket to a meal lately. I just wanna run it up. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
In honor of my guy said, yeah, man, this line go harder though.
You could not live with your own failure.
Ooh. Yeah, I got them all, baby.
I never own no chrome. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah, come on, baby.
I be in zones alone. I be on.
Hey, this will go hard too now.
On the real. Me and your mama getting really serious. So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Come on with it. Feel free, baby.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Yo.
Everybody fake now.
Come on with it, baby. Oh my goodness, man. Did y'all hear about this other news that happened? Oh my God. Did y'all hear about that news?
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight you did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
Oh no! I hate this team.
Oh. Shit! Call the paramedics, man. Oh my gosh, man. All right, man. Let's get on up out here. I got the longest. If this your first time ever here, come on, man. I got the longest. I got the longest outro of life, man. So y'all go ahead and dip on up out here.
And he about to open door for you. That no man can shut.
No man.
That no man can shut. Because he wants to be a witness for what he about to do.
Be a witness.
Woo. My God.
My God. Come on with it.
He want them to be a witness for what he about to do. So keep faith. Keep faith. And don't worry about if God gonna do it. Because it's already done. It's already done. You are favored. Victory's upon you. I need y'all to receive this message. Big dog. Yeah, that's real. See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees. The flowers just are.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday, yeah. Depend on you if you win or lose. You know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday, yeah.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me.
Come on with it. We still them boys. Put we still them boys in the chat, man. Still them boys in the chat. In the beginning. We could be stuck in the beginning. We still them boys. Come on with it. Come on, choir.
I'm still them boys. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
DC for life, not for short.
I want me some glory hole.
I'm still them boys.
Come on.
Them boys.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show certified boogeyman how to.
I'm still them boys. Now y'all check.
We're looking great. Go birds. Let's go birds. E-L-T-S-E-S-E-S.
Oh no! I hate this team. Oh.
You heard how he threw that remote control?
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, so I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Swallow them. You must be out your goddamn mind.
Nobody, baby. And who can do it
They can
like
come closer
me?
than close. Yeah.
Who can give you what you need?
Original, they never will be.
Right. Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby.
They can come closer than close. Yeah.
Size matter, baby. DC for life, not for short. Let's get on up out of here. Be sure to hit the like, share this content. And we up out. Let's get it.
Does it better?
Until next time.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Don't let the street lights get you all alone.
It's danger, baby.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
with you. All right.